All right. This is a movie review of Fast and the Furious 5. I thought it was 6. I don't know. I don't know how I got it mixed up. Maybe it was because what's his name? Dwayne the Rock Johnson is in this. I think this is his first appearance in the franchise. Um, I feel like I should mention that uh, the first one is the best one just because it was the first one. But my favorite, my favorite one is number 6, which I thought I was going to be watching, but I wound up watching number 5. So hey, um, so this one is it's kind of odd that I will be reviewing number 5 before reviewing number 1 because it's not odd. I guess it has the similarities because the the movies were released in kind of like they weren't released in chronological order. They were released all over the place too, especially after number 2. After the second movie was released, everything was kind of hopping and skipping all around. But anyway, this story picks up after Toretto has been caught. So he's on his way to Lompoc. He's always talking about going to Lompoc. Jesus, how corny this movie was. But this is one that this was this was built and cultivated as a, a summer blockbuster, and it delivered. Because I remember watching this in the theater. This movie really delivered. I mean, there's some action on here that I don't think I've seen before, and that's the saving grace for me at least in this movie. It may be a pretty bad script, and the acting may not be that good, but the fact that they did some really groundbreaking stuff, and you can tell that a portion of the action scenes were filmed with like actual things uh, and not created on a computer, excuse me, and not created on a computer, which I think is big as far as viewing goes. Now, let me see if I can get that. Here we go. Don't mean to flip nobody off, but now with The Rock coming along, I think he added a. It didn't dumb down the series when he came on. It was a great it was a a great pillar to the movie because of the presence that Vin Diesel had in the franchise, and to put him against The Rock, I think was a great it was a great move on whoever's decision it was to make that. It was a great move on their part. Um, of course, Mia, I'm just not attracted to her. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are attracted to that actress. I'm not one of them. Trying to think what else. Who else was in this one? Wonder Woman was in here. I think this was her first. The actress that played Wonder Woman. I think this is her first role. I believe. I'm not 100% on that. Ludacris is in this one. Tyrese is in this one. Trying to think who else in there. Two Spanish fellers are in this one. Who else is in this one? Jesus, I don't think. Uh, damn. I feel like I think she was in I Am Legend, the police officer, the female police officer. I think she was in I Am Legend with Will Smith. If I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. I may be actually, matter of fact, I think I am wrong. I think it's a different lady. I think that lady was actually Portuguese. I think the lady that was in I Am Legend, she was in City of God. I think she was the young girl that Buscapere Buscapere was in love with. Sorry, I'm talking about a whole different movie. That just shows you. I probably shouldn't have reviewed this, but I got this thing where I don't want to half-ass a review, and I just happen to watch this movie, so I'm gonna review it. I don't want to review a movie where I'm like trying to remember stuff that happened and things of that nature. So this movie picks up. Dom's going to jail. Letty and Brian, they break them out, and then they go down. They're on a run, but they're looking for a source of income, so they wind up going to what you call it? Wind up going to South America, or is it Brazil? They want to go to Brazil, and How they get themselves in a situation, I don't know. It's just supposed to be an easy job, but they wind up being like, "Hey, you're being a little pushy," so they wind up taking a car. It's a really nice car. It's like an original GT40 or original look type GT40 for all you that have just watched Ford versus Ferrari. That one. Um, the other car is a Pantera. I think it's another Ford product. And then there's a, I'm not even gonna try, but it's a Corvette. I don't know if it's like a C2 or something like that. Maybe I'm getting the names wrong, but it's a custom Corvette type thing. And then the truck they have at the beginning, it has a tow truck back on it, but it's, I believe that thing is created all from pieces of tube that are welded together. I know it sounds kind of like, no, I know you kind of like, oh God, that's bad. All pieces of tube, but it looks good and it sounds good. Um, of course, Dominic is a Mopar fan, so he has a Challenger. No, he has a Charger. I'm sorry, he has a Charger. I'm trying to remember all the cars Brian has. He has an older. He has like the first gen Skyline. Um, Geez, I'm trying to remember all the cars in this movie. There's so many cars in this movie. I can't believe it. Gee, I can't believe all the cars are in this movie. Um, but yeah, they go down there, it goes bad, and then somehow, as far as payback goes, they decide to rob the biggest dirt dealer guy in Brazil. They decide to rob him for everything he's got. Oh yeah, there's Josh Chargers in there too. They're SRT8s. Um, Fast cars. Uh, there's those cars. Oh, it's a GT3 RS too in here. It's a nice Porsche. Oh yeah, and then there's a 370Z, which I'm like, whatever. But there's some label of a performance company on there, so it has some upgrades to it. And then there's a Supra, MK or Mark IV, I believe. Mark IV, I believe it's called. Sorry, I'm just naming off all these cars. I watch entirely too many videos on YouTube about cars, so this is the only way I know these cars. But yeah, they wind up doing that, and they wind up pulling a deal off. And The Rock was brought into this to battle with Vin Diesel, and they do a good job of creating that. There's great chase scenes in here. There's great fight scenes in here. This movie was definitely cultivated as a summer blockbuster, and it delivered. I can tell you that much. Even though I duped myself into watching this movie, I thought this was number six. Number six is my favorite out of all the Fast and Furious movies. Maybe I'll do a review on that. I won't be doing it back to back, so next week I will not be doing a review on number six after I do number five. Probably be a couple weeks down the line, which works out better for me because I feel like I'm kind of dropping a ball in this situation. I know there's real life trauma going on right now, but I still feel like I have an opportunity to review great movies and not complaining, but hey, cut it out. My dog over there. Gotta give her a bath. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this movie. I hope I did a good job of reviewing it. Don't know why I'm saying that with a high pitch in my voice. But yeah, it's a decent movie. There's good action here. There's good chase scenes, good fight scenes. There's lots of jokes to keep you laughing. It's a great occupy. It's a great time killer. I give him that. Is it the best film? The best piece of filmmaking ever created? Of course not. Is it the best Fast and Furious movie? It's up to opinion. It's a matter of opinion. It's not mine, but I like it. Nonetheless, I like it. So today's Monday, isn't it? Is today Monday? Is it? No, today is Sunday. I apologize. Today is Sunday. So tomorrow I'm going to have a spotlight review. Hmm. Should be quite good.